kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Nashville. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Packers pick it up. We hear coaches say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And the Packers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Rodgers pass.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Titans nothing. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
He finds Humphries. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tannehill. incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
By Christian Kirksey.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. At the Packers' 47-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
This is Henry.
2nd and 6.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's good.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
25-yard line.
Henry. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
For a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And a Packer first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On second down, it's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down. think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll look downfield for Humphreys, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now Austin. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On second down now. It's Jones, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. The 20, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 7 at the Titans' 9-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, here's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Is no good. That ties the game 13-all. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 34.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On first down, Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Good coverage that time by Malcolm.
Incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Again, it's Henry. Down right around the 25. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 27-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 48 yards on the ground.
48 yards. And the Packer first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jones. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Slant to Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 20, Titans 16. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They go over the middle and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. The clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
2nd and 10 at the Titans 25.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, it's Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
First down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on first down. Jones. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 48 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Well, at this stage in the fourth, I thought they might work it down the field a little differently, but they go with the run. Hole opens up, and he's gone.
Were we mind melding there? Because you're thinking differently, meaning throwing the ball, right? I'm with you. With that time on the clock, I thought the ball would be in the air on just about every play. And they came back and got them with a surprise because I think the defense was planning for that as well. That took some fortitude as a play caller. Give him high marks for making it happen.
Jackson now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 60 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice
don't
it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Today's final.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Now it's Wilson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
And 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Hey, Mike 20.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go, D.
Here we go on 4th down with Burrow. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Jesse Bates. A gain of a yard.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
He was brought down by Von Bell.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Bengals will get the football back.
I'm here all day.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's good.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And 5.
Burrow looking to pass. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 68 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, 49ers nothing. Remy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
49ers nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. For Garoppolo again. Going for it all. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man, Wilson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Bengals First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Burrow. On the screen, Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. Burrow. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's Mostert. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 33 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. To return it, Darius Phillips. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got you, Pop. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. There go Mike 20, Mike 20.
Burrow will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 36, 36.
Now Bernard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want.
On third down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it. And now Burrow loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
I'm coming after you. Check, crunch. Check three. Check. Shit.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
You got time right there. Check.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 2 now, second and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. again. It's Garoppolo. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Garoppolo on first down. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
And 5 yards to go.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
On the return, Phillips. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kick.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
49ers 17.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. inside the red zone. It's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams group, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. On the return, Phillips gets past one man. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On second down, Burrow. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds, because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
On third down, Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run here with Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
On the run, it's Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Shift, shift. Check 9, check 9. Check 52. Shift, shift, shift. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Kill, kill, kill. No, no, no. Off. Quick the edge, quick the edge. Go, go. Jim, 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 Jim. Check. Street, street. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Up to 5.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 28, 49ers 23.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the play. And the Mostert. 1st down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's taken out.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He finds Coleman. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Brings up second and 1.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On second down, Bernard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
10 at the 19-yard line.
Mixon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bullock will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At the 33.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.